So, point of reference, the client brought another client. He brought his female friend of him her computer over. The only two issues I can see now, the two issues is the battery is definitely going to need to be replaced at some point, and the other thing that needs to be done is a keyboard replacement. Now, I checked a couple of the keys are not working, but I did notice that the person has a dongle plugged in. I will plug this back in obviously after once I've done the things I need to do on the system. But yeah, that USB dongle would connect to a USB mouse or a USB keyboard combination of that. But what I'm seeing is that the number keys do not seem to be functional. Just an initial rundown of stuff. And yeah, I'm going to check if it's a driver issue. I don't think it is. But I think the reason the person had this plugged in the first place is because they couldn't get the keyboard to work correctly. The backlight on the keyboard's okay, but the keys themselves, there may be some actual issues with the keys. And looking at the model of this laptop, the only option to repair that wholly or fully fix it would be to replace this top panel here. It's an Elite HBook Elite book. I think it's 14 inches. And I think that would be the best course of action is to replace the entire palm rest plus the keyboard. Most likely that's what's going to happen because I had to do the same thing on another HP before. Yeah, so at the moment I'm just waiting to see what happens. We'll see how it goes anyway, but yeah. I did run hardware tests, general checks. The only thing I had not done is looked into the keyboard side of things. I checked the processor, the RAM, the hard drive, all that stuff. That all appeared to be working correctly. As I said, the main thing that I'm seeing and what I'm seeing at this point in time is, well, I'd say just the keyboard being probably a pain in the ass, realistically. Just note this. See, number 9 doesn't work. 8 doesn't work. That works. So yeah, some keys are functional, others are not. So I'm going to say that the person already knew this computer had that issue. The initial thing and the initial diagnosis and initial stuff that it came in for was Windows was errored out and did not work correctly. Now I'm going to check the state of the hard drive on here, and I'm going to check the state of everything else just to make sure everything's working correctly. It's got a 250 gigabyte drive in there, an SSD, an NVMe, I assume, because it boots pretty fast. But yeah, I decided to make a note of that for myself. As I said, the computer is functional otherwise, and the only thing is I put the USB thing back in for her, so she can still access her keyboard and do stuff anyway. But yeah, that's just a little note on the side note of repairs and stuff like that. As I said, his computer is working fine. I just had to replace the drive on it. And this computer is, so far so good. I mean, we'll see what happens anyway, but we'll see if there's anything else that comes out or pops out as an issue at this point. Sorry, it's just, must be adjusting drivers. Hold on a second. It's installing freaking drivers, that's what's happening. Let's see, update. I'll just check. I want to make sure. Do all the updates for them, make sure everything's working correctly. Turn on the options there. Close that, and I'll just double check. I think Windows has been activated, hopefully. Come on, there we go. That's what I wanted. Just go to personalize. Let's go down to themes. Double check that our Windows is activated, which I believe it is. Yes, it is, because I wouldn't be able to access those desktop icons if it wasn't. Okay, that there. There. Apply. Right, there we go. And it's got all the stuff there. Set it to standby, names, sort by name, and then we'll get that again. Auto arrange icons, double check. Yep, drive's opening. It's got obviously my drive still plugged in for Windows. That's alright, yep, all good. Activated it seems and pretty on track, so yeah. I'll probably put these videos up on YouTube and TikTok and places like that anyway when I eventually finish. But yeah, his computer's working fine. Her computer, as I said, the keyboard issue and the battery issue. The battery is definitely a problem, and that's going to have to be replaced if she's going to do any type of mobile work, school work, or whatever. And she needs to be plugged in. She's going to have to either need to be plugged into the mains all the time, or she's going to have to get a new battery for it. Realistically, anyway, I'll leave that there for now. All right, catch you up. Bye.